My name is Fernando Laposse. I am a designer from Mexico. My work specializes in the intersection of design and agriculture. Design has a major role to play in society today as communicate very complex issues relatively simplified way. Design can also serve as a negotiator of ideas by inciting curiosity in viewer or in the consumer in how things are made, where materials come from, how are they produced and procured and traded. Most important pieces in the show is the green gold cabinet, which is made with avocado skins. A message of restraint, perhaps, and of moderation. Because this piece embodies, by the material in its surface, this obsession of what we call now the green gold, which is how we are calling avocado in Mexico because of the enormous wealth that people can access by joining into the trade. This access to all of this wealth has sparked also abuse and violence in Mexico, where I'm from, and ultimately resulted in deforestation and a lot of violence to communities. So this piece is perhaps asking the question of whether we really need to be eating this fruit in such quantities in all seasons in the other side of the world. My work process is always very hands-on and focused on craft. It's really taking a departure from industrial design, where I also consider myself a craftsperson. For example, in the case of the corn cabinets that is made with corn leaves of indigenous corn from Mexico, which is naturally colorful. The process is quite simple. It's about very DIY manual processes, but ultimately the goal of that cabinet is to evidence that amazing biodiversity that we have in Mexico. In the case of sisal, that is done with the fibers from the agave leaves, which are scraped. Inside of those green leaves, you have all of these fibers that look like hair, which I almost compare to vegan horsehair. We work with those fibers and hand knot them around structures that I make out of wood and steel to create almost like a fake fur that is made with plants, actually. For me, it's very special to be showing in Korea because it's a country that I admire a lot. Kind of compromise that you found between tradition and innovation. I think a lot of the aesthetics of the show have this almost Asian sensitivity and simplicity that I think places like Korea and Japan do so masterfully. The message for visitors coming here is hopefully get them to learn a little bit more about Mexico, my country, about the social work behind these pieces. This idea that design should be really talking about harder questions regarding environmentalism, ecology, and trade, but in a way that incites positive conversations rather than look into the future.